Hey everybody, I've been hearing about this happening a lot with, I'm gonna wait for you guys to jump back on over here. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get a little closer in here. I know I need to give you time to jump on over. You guys, this is Tanglewood Sue with Accidental Agnes 2. We're coming at you in the vertical world today because Facebook is not allowing us to do a landscape image today, and they just cut off my video as well. So having some technical difficulties today, Facebook. Hey guys, you jumping back on with me? Paige, yes. You guys, I didn't touch anything. Let's get Nick back on here. Callie. Very frustrating technical issues today. Paige, I so enjoy when your family comes in to play. They are such sweethearts. Agnes, did you figure out if yours will flip today?
It looks like it's flipping.
Really?
Yep.
I guess it could be my phone. I don't want to turn off again because we're finally getting people back on again.
Okay.
So we'll just
Deal with it.
deal with it for today. All right, looks like we got some folks back on here. Sorry guys, it just turned off on me. I wasn't anywhere near the button this time. All right, so let's dig in here and let me show you what's going on. So the only color that's on the top is this really bright blue, as you can see, kind of as that goes over the metallic stencil. Why is it saying uploaded? I don't get what's happening today. It's so weird. You can see that that's kind of over the top of it. Okay, that's really the only thing. Everything else is a reveal. And we rolled on this paint, which I painted on today, but this one we rolled on. So that also gives a different texture going on that we're gonna kind of play with, okay? So what do we have to do? Well, I've got the black, and now we're gonna add the blues. All right, so that's basically what tonight's topic is all about, is getting all these blues on. So you can see here, the blue is under this metallic, but the blue here is on top. All right, so if you guys are ever, do you guys go into other people's like stores and like just sit there and stare and try to dissect it? Have you ever been asked to leave? No, I haven't either. There you are. Hey, Nick. I don't know why it just shut off. You guys, if I lose you again, I'm going to take a couple minutes and come back on Agnes's phone because for whatever reason, she's been able to go landscape mode, but I just cannot today, all day long. No, we're only on the second time, Nick. We're only on the second time. All right, you guys, so that's what we're doing. We've got our underlayer of blues and blacks. So this is blue on top of black, and that's what we're going to start doing right now. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to get the underlayer tonight. And then I'll come back on another live. I don't think I can wait 2 weeks because I think this guy's going to want to pick up sooner than that. But I'll get you guys going, and I may come back and do a live in between our Friday night lives, okay? And then here we've got, this is a lighter color that's washing out on top of it. All right, does that make sense, you guys? You know what we're doing? You guys ready? All right, come on back. Let me show you what we have going on. Agnes is here with me tonight. We're just trying something a little different, and I always want to try something a little different. So here's the piece. If any of you guys wanted to see the complete before, that was, I put that on this afternoon. So here's the piece. It's a really nice federal style dresser, and I have already painted with Debbie's Design Diary. And this one is, now I'm blanking.
Like black velvet.
Oh, no, it's actually a little black dress. So little black dress is darker than black velvet, which I find surprising because I think of velvet as like a darker tone than the actual color. So I always get them mixed up, but that's kind of a nice shot right there. This is little black dress, and I just put on one coat. Okay, this is just one coat, and it was a light gray to start. So I didn't worry about it being too completely covered. It doesn't matter because we're gonna have some fun right now. So let me show what we're gonna do. All right, Agnes, this is where I can use you, if you don't mind, my darling. And I'm gonna start putting all my paints onto this. All right, guys, so here's what I got. I'm gonna have my black over there.
Hold on. There we go.
Got it?
Sorry about that, folks.
And I'm just gonna put some bohemian blue right here. Now, I think in the original piece, I actually used mint chip. So I don't have mint chip over here, so I'm gonna use old 57 instead. I know these cans are all crusty, but I actually really like this paint super duper thick, so I don't worry about it too much. I like to have a light color to mix with everything. Oh no, is this the one that you
yeah, cleaned out and it's got chunks in it.
Oh well, we're gonna have to deal. There we go. And I might even bring over a white and a little bit of pedal pusher. I think will work too. Okay, and then you can stay right there. I'm just gonna put the black on, and then we're gonna put a little bit more of the black. I'll put it right over here.
So if this was bohemian blue, which one is this? Hay Sailor?
That's Hay Sailor.
Okay.
All right, so I'm using basically a mixture of Hay Sailor, boho blue, pedal pusher, a little bit of old 57, and a little black dress. Okay? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try using the Paint Pixie brushes again. Even though I haven't always loved them. All right, let's go ahead and put you back up on the stand. I think that might be easier. There we go. Ah. All right, let me flip. Oh, I forgot. It won't let you go that way. All right, you guys got plans for the holiday? Are you gonna go out and do something fun? I'll be here. Hi, now you can see us both. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm going to put all of them on. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this is I just have one coat of the black. You need to make, my request is that you make sure that what I'm doing can be seen. Should I pull this down? I think I should pull it down one little notch. Here you guys go. I'm gonna pull you down. There you go. There we go. Cause we don't need all that. We don't need all that background.
And those of you who work in dental offices know exactly what she said.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Oh, I know what I forgot.
What'd you forget?
Paper towels.
Paper towels. I will go get them.
So I'm gonna put that right on.
You just happen to have some here on the floor.
Oh, then I didn't forget them.
You just
All right,
forgot
so
where you put them.
I don't want this manic. I'm not gonna blend all over the place. But I want just kind of big, long streaks of this color going on. So that's the black. Watch the light, sweetie. There we go. And I'm not switching brushes. That's how I am blending it, okay? So the thing is, when you use this paint, you can't really see the delineation here, but watch when I put in a little bit more Hay Sailor. When it dries, that's when you see it. And that's what's kind of tricky about using these paints. And I always start either on the back or the side because I want to make sure I have my look and feel down. And I'm going all kind of in one direction as well. See if there's any, hey guys! And I'm gonna mist this. This is Agnes's. This is cool, Agnes. Because I'm not going for a drippy effect necessarily, you guys. I mean, I do want some drips. But mostly I just want a nice blend of these colors.
Okay, Jan says, I love your style, Sue. No
Thank
gloves, no apron, very little floor protection, etc.
That's what she meant by style. Yes, that is true. That is true. I do spend a lot of time cleaning my clothes, and sometimes I just have to say, oh well, ruined that one. Hey, I put down plastic. Look, I actually did that. I actually put down plastic, you guys. I never do that.
Right. She just doesn't have it all spread out. She's got it kind of bunched up, so.
I do. So basically, there's a very, very, very scientific method. No, there's not. To what color I'm putting on here. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm basically, it's about boredom. When I get bored, I just go to another one. But keep in mind, you guys, I'm not trying to make this candy cane. You know, I'm not trying to make this too insane. I just want to have a background for the gold to go against. And this is just going to be the first coat. All right, so if any of you who take my classes or in Bold and Brazen know, the black is going to be one coat, and then I'm going to do this coat, and then I'm going to go back over this one more time. And you might be like, Sue, why are you doing that? You know, you're not going to see all of that. You will, though. You will when you distress, and you will when you get your layers coming through there. Now, do I do 3 coats of color on every piece I do? No, I do not. But for a piece like this, and it's going pretty fast. What do you guys think? I mean, it's going. And if I got a little too light, I can kind of go back in and drag a little bit more of the black in there.
Okay, Sue, I have to say I'm a little intrigued. Where is Sweet Southern Sass located?
I don't know. Who's Sweet Southern Sass?
I don't know, but that's what she's got on here. She says hello, or he says hello.
Oh, hello, Sweet Southern Sass. What does Sweet Southern Sass have to say?
Oh,
What
they
is
just
this?
said hello. They
Oh,
haven't said
okay.
anything else. I'm just intrigued by the name. I want to know where they're located.
Oh, yes. I got Sweet Southern Sass. Well, I don't know about the sweet part, but I got the sass.
Yeah, you do have the sass, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Dawn wants to know if you're going to roll the 3rd coat for texture.
I don't know, Dawn. Maybe. We were kind of, this piece, the reason I didn't do the granular rolling, and that's a good idea, actually, is because this piece didn't need that much camouflage. That other piece was a rescued piece that I got inside of a basement.
Okay.
It was really marred and damaged, and so I felt like the only way to hide its imperfections was to roll it on, and I don't feel that way with this one. This one's got a really nice texture. All right, so I've got all the colors, and now this is cool. I mean, it's really misty.
Right, and it's used a lot in hair salons.
It is, for what?
For hairspray or whatever they spray on your hair.
Oh, they put the hairspray in here?
Yeah, they can, but
Oh.
or maybe
Alright.
just to wet the hair when it starts getting dry while they're cutting it, because I know mine dries really fast.
What do
when
you people do in hair salon?
It's been a long time since I've gone to a really nice one.
All right, so wait. So in the nature of Dawn's question, I'm going to go get a roller
Okay.
just for fun and see what happens here. All right, talk to the crowd. And I need my beer. Did you bring my beer? No.
I thought you had it over here already.
No, that's okay.
I have mine, but you know, I'm just looking out for number 1.
No, you're not.
Oh, I guess she's thinking that she's number 1 and I'm not.
Oh.
In my world, I'm number 1.
No, that's
Or maybe no, in my world, I'm not number 1. In my world, my dog is number 1, and then I have been well trained by my dog. Do any of you have the same issue? Are you well trained by your animals at home? if you have animals. Okay, so Sweet Southern Sass is in Gulfport, Mississippi.
All right, Dawn. That's kind of cool. I like that, Miss Dawn. Look at you.
It's not easy to notice it from this far away, so we might want to, you know, do a little close up.
Yeah, I think we should do that. So we got that layer going.
But it is giving a more mottled effect. You can see it more where it's really light.
Dawn, that was a great call. I like that. I like that. All right, I'm gonna Mr. Activities, the paint. Oh yes, thank you, Dawn. So the reason we're using Debbie's Design Diary paint rather than the Dixie Belle tonight or any other paints is because of this being able to reactivate.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, this is hard being with just this thing. It's like we can't both fit. Come here. Okay, so we have to like be like this.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to tell you is that I actually painted another piece, but I used different color paint, a different brand of paint, and then I went back to mist it and blend it, and it wouldn't do anything. I was like, what the hell? I remembered. That's why we use Debbie's when we want to blend, because you can blend Dixie and all the others while they're wet, but they don't reactivate.
Okay.
Okay, they don't reactivate. This is reactivating. So when I go back and do something else, I'm still going to be able to blend that paint. All right, so I'm going to turn this around.
Oh, that's right. So that's what, Dawn, you were, apparently the two of you were on the same page. And Dawn says, that's why you pay her.
Right.
And Jan, you have a beautiful big black cat named Voodoo. That is a cool name. I used to have a black cat along many years ago when I was in my 20s. This is going to be
hard to do without the screen going the other way, you guys. But I'm going to do my best. So let's bring it down, and at least we can get them. Let's see if we can get you close-ups in there. I think that's as far down as I can get. How's that, guys? Can you see that okay? Can you still see that? Oh, maybe can you see the comments on your phone? Is that easier for you?
It might be, but I'll have a lag.
All right, you guys. So I took off all the hardware, and I put the drawers back in. I have a little tool to pull them back out again. And when in doubt, just tip it over. No. But I want to do this with everything on there.
Flush.
Flush, exactly. So that whatever design I get. All right, so we're going to go back. I like things to be balanced, but not symmetrical. Okay? I think I've talked about that probably 800 times. So, you guys see me there? All right. So, I'm just going to randomly, again, and I put a fair amount on my brush. So, this is just the black. I am going to move my brush this way, but everything's really going to go. I just got these little grooves I need to play with, but I am going to mostly go up and down here.
Okay, and you're just applying it randomly.
Yeah, I am.
There's no method to her madness, just so you know.
Now, one thing you can do when you're doing it this way, if you feel like the paints are thickening too much, you can also just water it down first. I'll do like a little section here so you guys can see. You can water it down first, and that'll give you a little bit more. See how I've got a little bit more. It's just, if you get, you just find your rhythm, because you don't want to blend your colors so much that you don't end up having the gradation in color, and that's kind of what I want.
Okay, so on this note, and sorry for sort of hijacking the conversation, but in regards to is
this a question, or is this you, Agnes?
This is a question.
Oh, great. Okay.
From me.
From you. Okay.
From me, not from the audience. But should we take one of the misters with us to Dagsboro?
Oh, of course we should.
Okay.
Yeah, so why don't you do a little shameless plug while I paint?
So, Sue and I are going to be in Dagsboro, Delaware on Saturday, September 8th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's going to be the DIY Traveling Show and Marketplace. Debbie Beard is going to be there. She's going to give a demonstration of how to do a chippy paint look. And then,
is that what she's doing?
I think so.
Cool.
And then some of our other fellow DIY boot campers from last year, our housemates, Becca Joachim from Miller's Crossing Vintage Design, and Andrea Piatti Bruno from Blended Vintage Marketplace.
Look at you pronouncing everybody's names perfectly.
And then Kristen Calhoun from She Paints. They're all going to be there teaching classes, as well as the two of us.
Woo-hoo.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be sort of like a little mini reunion. The DIY Traveling Show and Marketplace is going to be held at Jane's Reliable in Dagsboro, Delaware. So if you can get a way to get out there and come visit us, or you can go to the Jane's Reliable Facebook page, take a look at the details of each of the events, and maybe sign up for a class. Wouldn't that be fun? And there's going to be vendors there. There's going to be food trucks and a band or two.
Oh, really?
Playing music. Yes.
Cool. Wow, this sounds like really a lot of fun. I didn't even know about half this stuff.
Yes.
Wow, let's go.
Yeah, the Funky Butterfly is going to have a vendor booth up over there too. So we're looking forward to seeing her. She's one of the
she's new here and she's rocking it.
Yes, she's got some
Totally.
awesome furniture.
Totally. All right, you guys, I want to talk to you about these little nooks and crannies here. If you've got a piece where you can't just go all the way down, but you want to make sure you have that color, just don't worry about going side to side for a second. Then you can go back in and blend it this way, okay? Or even your water or your mister. Don't stress it. Again, this is not our final blend. This is my kind of undertone for the undertone. Also, so I can kind of stand back and make sure I'm happy with everything. And then, all right, and then what I'll often do is just kind of be like, all right, I have some light tones here. I'm gonna balance some down here.
Okay, so Dawn has some more comments to make. She says...
Really? Dawn has more comments to make? Wait, I'm sorry, was that sarcastic? We love you, Dawn.
Okay.
She always has really good comments.
Yes, she does. Always remember you can paint over a section. And then she says, remind me to show you a new product that creates a super cool texture.
What do you mean remind you? You're not going to share? She's saving it for her Bold and Brazen sisters.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're doing, Dawn? You're going to save that little ditty?
Hi, Alyssa.
Okay. Well, we did this tonight, you guys, because we realized that we are always doing little projects that you can really see, but this is our bread and butter. I mean, this is what we do, kind of the bigger furniture pieces. So we thought we'd give it a shot and see if we could show you kind of how we get these looks from the ground up. What do you guys think about this? Is this useful? Let us know, because, you know, we love mixing and matching up our Friday nights. What I want to do is stand back a little bit. Oh, no, I don't have this down. I'm going to mist it and go back over it with the texture.
Okay.
Again, the way we did on the side.
Okay.
So the only thing I can say, you guys, is try to get a little bit of a system down in your colors, and that's why I put them all on the plate also together, so I can kind of see what I'm using, because you don't want to have one side that's like really choppy and then it doesn't match your side. I mean, you don't need it to be matchy. Y'all know that's a bad word around me, but you also don't want it to be so random and chaotic that the story doesn't continue, you know, on each side. So
Dawn says she loves the 57 as the highlight.
oh yeah,
I do too.
well, I used mint chip before. All right, so I'm putting a fair amount on, because what I want to do is what Dawn had suggested. Now I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to just go down and get kind of that And you notice, you guys, I'm not even cleaning this off when I do it, because I like having the colors kind of crisscross each other. If I wanted to, though, what I do when I'm working, I don't really clean it off per se. I just kind of wipe it off on a rag.
It's good to know that what we're doing, or what Sue is doing, is giving you some courage, Carla. Glad to hear it. And if you want to go in baby steps, you can start with a small piece of scrap wood or something and just play with it.
Oh yeah.
And then move on to maybe a small project, and then on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I've just always been one of those people that never had the, I don't know if it's patience or not, but if I was going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so there was a way in which I'm just going to do it on a giant piece of furniture, even if I hate it, because I just get too impatient. But I am trying to learn the sample board thing, because when I'm doing something for a client, I know that sometimes that's really a smart way to go.
Yeah, you don't invest a lot of your time and
right into something that's not really what they wanted.
Right.
But I gotta say, I've been really lucky with the custom, in that maybe they've been too scared to tell me they hated it. I don't know. Oh, hold on, my phone's gonna die. I had my plug ready and I forgot to plug it in. Hold up. I don't have my glasses on, so God, I'm like a 14-year-old boy. There we go. 18-year-old boy. Sorry. I'm sorry. All right. I feel like we're kind of getting there. The light's a little wonky, but all right. So for me and my aesthetic, this is starting up here and this is starting up here. So I think I want to put a little more dark blue in there. Have that start a little and cross over the center. Dawn's not telling me where to add different colors. Is she not on anymore?
Oh, I'm sure she's still on.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Carla. Carla says she has to get some sample pieces to get over her painter's block. That's a good way to start, when you're not sure when you're sticking your toe into the water to see whether or not it's too cold.
Well, I agree. That really is smart. But also just know that even if you do start with something bolder, you can paint over it. You're not going to ruin anything.
Some people like to test the waters by dipping their toes in, and other people like to just jump in with a cannonball.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you guys. So here I've got it a little thicker, and I'm going to do a little bit of a more, there we go. I am going to add just a little bit of drippy. I guess what I don't like how do I put this? I don't want any one technique necessarily to be what you see. I like to layer.
To dominate.
Yeah, to dominate the piece. Like, it's a drippy piece, or it's a paintboard piece, or it's a distressed piece. It's like,
why can't it be all of the above?
Or none of the above, and just be like, oh, that's a beautiful piece. Mm-hmm. And then it has this element and that element. And so I love using them all. But I guess what, I don't know if it sets me apart. I don't know what you would say exactly, but I want to use all of them on top of each other all the time. And even adding a little decoupage, that's our next month in Bold Abrasion, is like then taking this and adding elements of paper inside or the stencils. So that's why, I could leave this as is and be like, oh, that's a pretty drip piece, but I want to add another piece on it. So. Okay,
so Sue, you were being maybe a little sarcastic earlier.
Oh, what did I say?
About Dawn not offering us any more instructions, but she did ask. You mentioned it. She decided to ask, what about a little burnt red or rust?
I love you. Dawn, I love you. I think that would be awesome, except that it's not my choice because this is a custom piece.
Oh, yeah. So if
and they've asked for exactly what I did.
Okay, so they want a matching piece
They
for the
want a
Rafiki.
matching, yeah, and I've never, you guys, for the record, I've never done this. I've never like done something and been like, oh, let's do that again. So this is good for me to like see if I can replicate it. Also for classes, when people want to know how I did something, I have to know how I did it. So it's good for me to kind of remember. So I feel like we're getting very close here. I'm gonna take I want to take the camera back and see if people like it. Now, I just got that all up.
Dawn, I'll try to, I know I bought the mister on Amazon. I bought them, I think I bought it like in a 6-pack of them. I will go ahead and later on post the link to it
Yeah, Dawn,
in the comments later this evening.
Dawn, I'm really digging this idea you had because it really is. I wish you guys could see it better. I'll take this off the.
She'll take the phone off the stand and give you a close up.
And it's even like undoing where it's too drippy. Like I'm not going for patina here. Just kind of, I want these color. What'll happen is when we do the gold on here, it will. You know, where you've got the gold against the black will show up the most, and then it'll kind of show up the least in these highlighted areas. Does that make sense? I think we're ready to, all right, let me show them close up, and then we'll kind of turn it around too.
Okay, she wants
you guys.
to check the bottom middle area, so when you do a close up of that.
Okay. Can you, let me bring this, yeah. Sorry guys, that's the only downside of going this late. Do you want to step around the other side, dear? It's tricky, I know.
I'll try not to knock it over.
Accidental Agnes to go through like this PA room. All right.
And after the day I've been having.
All right, so there we go. Can you guys see that better? All right, so here especially, you guys can see how when we put the roller over it, we got kind of those little bubbles. Okay, so we have a few drippies and we got it. And that's the other thing the mister helps with is just kind of pushing those drips down so the color is faded. All right, where did they want me to check?
Bottom middle.
Bottom middle.
Down in here.
We
See
could
whether or not it needed a little more highlight, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Here, I'll do it.
I think that's what she was alluding to.
Bottom, middle. This is kind of blue here, but I could do a little bit here. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just bring that up and kind of go from the bottom. Maybe even kind of that. And I like to kind of pull it. Like I said, I like kind of big swaths there. And then, and this is a really great way too to kind of blend your colors together. And also I'm gonna go a little bit this way so you can kind of blend out your side colors too. How's that? Sweet Southern Sass likes it. So I really like this because the drippies are, oh, there we go. You can kind of see them there because I went over it with the roller. And what I did is I got a crusty roller. This was an old one, which isn't hard to find. Yes. The spray is just water, Janet. When I'm putting this over just a little bit, this is not really soft. I wish you could feel it. It's not soft because that would require someone really maintaining their brushes really well and washing them out completely. And so the beauty of me not doing that is that things can be a little crusty. All right. That's a hard one to keep there.
Well, it's probably because I stepped on the wire.
Accidental Agnes. But I'm liking this. I think the one place I see that I might, I like how this is coming along. I might stair step that up and just put a little bit more. But you guys see how fast I'm doing this though? I mean, honestly, it's really easy. I mean, I'm taking twice as long just to demo it, which is fun, but you know, you don't need to, it doesn't need to be a super long process. So I'm gonna kind of have that stair step, wet it down, just water, guys. And then, there we go. And you guys may or may not be able to tell from here, but yeah, that's that light I was telling you about that's terrible. It just doesn't work. Is that you can't turn it on any heavier. Is that you're getting the black underneath this. You can't really tell because it's black, but you are getting that kind of playing a little roll under here. When we go back and distress it, you'll get to see. All right? And if you get a little bit of random, like going the other way or whatever, that's okay. Gives it a little bit of kick. So I'll stand back so you guys can see kind of how we're getting this all over. And we can also go back and sand parts and get more of the black in too. So let me stand back. So turn that one away just a little bit, Agnes. It's so bright that it's, there we go. All right, you guys, so that's it wet. What do you think? Got enough? And then it's kind of blending now, and this will all dry much lighter. So if you look here on the other side where it's already drying, you can see how bright that is. So that is the thing with, let me flip around so I can talk to you guys. Agnes didn't know she was going to be a PA today. God, it's so bright now. Why is it so dark? Because this camera's brighter. Now you can kind of see, you guys. Now you can get it. When you're working with Debbie's paint, I think I have it all over me. I think I have a, oh no, do I have a Hitler mustache? Do I have a Hitler stash? There, okay. When you're working with Debbie's, you've got to realize that you're going to put it on, it's going to be a lot darker than you think it's going to be. Then it's going to dry a lot lighter than you think it's going to be. And then it's going, you're going to put the wax on again. You're not done with your roller coaster ride. It's going to be a lot darker, and then it's going to be lighter. So you got to go. I've done videos on this. You guys can look in our archive. We did one on Debbie's. It's just, it's not what you see is what you get until the very end. So in this, I'm looking at this and I'd be tempted to keep adding the lighter colors, but I'm going to stop myself because this is going to lighten up a lot. Hey, Sue, welcome. It's going to lighten up a lot. So I'm going to put you back here and I'm going to flip around so we can do, we're going to do the other side. I haven't even, well, I'm going to jinx myself. I haven't even spilled it on the floor yet, Agnes.
Okay.
Give it time, right? She's like, yeah, give it time.
Well, I am holding the plate with the paint on it.
So if we do, if we do end up doing more of these demos for you guys, we'll set up our lighting a little better because it is the end of the day. If we're gonna do it, like I'd prefer to do this in natural light. Let me talk to you about one more thing. Let me show you. I'm not gonna do this tonight, but let me show you. The back is painted. All right. Any of you furniture painters out there, or many of you are probably looking at getting into furniture painting, here's some advice I would like to offer. It doesn't take very long. Always paint your entire piece. The only piece I'm not going to paint is like all the way up underneath. I actually usually, if I were doing this in the studio, would have flipped this underneath. I'm not going to paint the under the drawer, but I am going to paint down here under this lip and I am always going to paint the back. And if I'm doing an armoire, I'm also always going to paint the top. I had a client, a new consignor come in and she's a love. And she brought in this really cool piece, but she didn't paint the very top because, well, she's short. And she can't see the top. And I said, well, here's the thing I want you to think about. Number one,
Pedestals?
huh? Well, yeah, step stools. Number one, when the client buys it and loads it. Hello, Sally. Hello from California. When the client buys it and puts it in the car, they're going to see that the top's not painted. So there's one strike against you. And the other thing I'm going to say is, what if they put it at a landing and they have a stairwell? They're going to see the top, right?
That's why I like putting big pieces like this on top of a table.
Yeah. You need to look at, if you're going to do this for a living and you're going to try to consign, also those of you who want to paint furniture and consign furniture with people like me, I mean, I'm going to turn that thing inside out, upside down. And some people, I mean, Renee with Funky Butterfly, she's awesome. She just pays attention to every single detail. The drawers are lined, they're scented. I mean, I love it. And you have to understand that the customers get that. They notice those differences. They notice if the side of the drawers aren't painted. At least if they don't, if they're not marred on the side of the drawers, I'm at least gonna oil them with, what is that orange stuff I use? What is it called? Oh, I'm totally blanking right now.
I don't know.
Oh, the feed oil. I'll look at it. Y'all know what I mean. It's like the tack oil that you use for bridal stuff for horses. Tack and feed. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jan? Jan's like crazy woman. Anyway, I'm gonna at least oil the sides so that they look nice. And if you need to just water down some of this paint and do the sides of the drawers so that when they pull them out, it at least has like almost like a stain going on. Those things just matter so much. And if you are trying to sell your furniture at a market or something like that, and you're wondering why it's not selling, check that first. Did you paint the inside of the drawers? Did you paint like a beautiful cabinet that's like so gorgeous, but then you open it up and it's completely unfinished? You know, that matters. It matters. So that's my little 2 cents. And that's what I look for as far as consigners, like how much detail they've spent on everything. Do the drawers open and close? Is what I mean. Yes, paint every nook and cranny, because, you know, you can't just spend all of it on the money, you know, on this part and then not pay attention to the other part. It's going to show, and it might not show the day they buy it. See, that's the thing. They may buy it because they're so excited and it's so beautiful and you did this amazing job. But then after a while, if, you know, they're going to be like, you know, it would have been nice if they kind of painted the inside, or, you know, you just don't want anybody having buyer's remorse either. And while I'm on my high horse with this, somebody said this to me when I first started, and I agree. Tell me if you agree, Agnes. I'm sad you're not on camera with me more here, but we have a responsibility as upcyclers to make sure that we are a trend that people value. And don't just feel like they're getting junked up furniture with a cheap paint job on it. And I think that's true. If you buy a piece of furniture from me and you've never bought upcycled furniture before, and you're used to buying new furniture, and you buy something for me and it falls apart, you know, they're not going to buy upcycled again. They're not going to buy from your neighbor. They're not going to buy from that other store down the street, because if they have one bad experience with you, it might turn them off completely to the process. What do you think about that, Agnes?
I agree.
Have you been to shows where you've seen things that are less than stellar?
Not necessarily shows, but to some shops. There's this shop that's close to me.
Come on, you can talk to them. You don't have to. I'll just paint back here.
Sorry.
It's all right. I know we're in an impossible situation here, but go ahead.
I'll see if I
Can you get down there?
can photobomb it
Okay.
a little bit. Yeah, you can see me in the corner.
There, photobomb. Go for it, Ag.
So, there's this shop close to me in Odenton,
Don't
Maryland.
list names if you're saying something mean.
I'm not going to say.
You know how
I'm
you
not
are.
going to name. I'm not going to name the store.
Okay.
But they used to have a consigner in there, and some of the paint jobs that I saw that she was selling, and for the prices she was selling them for, I thought, you know, I could have, if I'd gotten this piece, I could have done a better job. But that's just, I'm not necessarily bragging on myself. There were just, the style wasn't great. I don't know what kind of paint she was using, but there were just little imperfections here and there. It just looked sloppy. It looked sloppy, and it didn't look finished. Even if you're going to go for a chippy look, you still want it to look finished.
No, I think that is. Did this get unplugged? Yes, you unplugged my phone. Sorry, honey. I have everything plugged in. No, that's a really good point. Doing a chippy look doesn't mean sloppy. I've seen that too, where I'm like, doing a chippy look actually requires, I think, more finesse than other pieces, because it's really a faux finish. I mean, it's really about trying to make something look authentically old. And I just think that I expect more from the chippy pieces kind of, and the distressed pieces even, than some of the other more decorative pieces that are more art.
Right.
Where if you wanna paint it all different, I'm afraid I'm gonna spray you. Like if you're doing kind of an art embellishment piece.
You won't be able to notice because I'm sweating.
If you're doing an art embellishment piece, you know, it is your style. It is, it's your look. And
right.
so, and I've seen some really cool stuff out there. Some of my favorites, Leah Noel, Anissa, with Nis and That. I mean, her stuff is, I just love the layers that she does. Who are some of your favorites?
I like Jody
Quita
and Jody Segarra, with, you know, who sells the funky cold patina. I like her use of.
Wait, that's vintage tied decor, right?
Yes, vintage tied decor.
Okay.
I like the way she incorporates the rusty look, and she does it, I think, better than anybody else does.
Totally, she rocks the rust.
And
you should make a T-shirt, vintage tie decor.
Right.
Rock the rust.
There you go.
Trademark. Tanglewood works. No, I'm already trademarking. What am I doing? I'm a stipple twister.
Oh, okay. Instead of a nipple.
No, when I did my bold and brazen and I was doing the layers, and I was like, you gotta stipple and twist, stipple and twist.
Smush and mush.
Smush and mush, stipple and twist. So, yeah, I was thinking about making a line of stuff, but it would only sell to other furniture painters. But there's so many of us.
Yeah, there are.
And weird. Are they all weird like us? Are y'all all weird like us?
I think a lot of the ones I follow are.
I'm wiping off here. I'm wiping it so that I'm not adding any color, and then I'm kind of taking it off and adding that texture here. I'm pretty happy with that. Can y'all see that? So again, this will have the stencil on it. So yeah, I think that we have a responsibility. I mean, if you're just doing it for yourself and it's going in your living room, you know, and you're not going to worry about the top coat. Oh, that's another thing. Know your top coats. Know your top coats.
Yeah, wax versus polyurethane versus.
Because there's also nothing worse than getting something
glaze
that you love, and then it chips, you know, immediately or something. So that's hard. So it's a lot of responsibility, you know. But I think people are really understanding why things cost what they do. I think all these videos that we're all doing, is showing how many layers, how much care, how much goes into everything that we do.
Right.
That I think that I never ever, I mean, I would say very, very rarely does anybody ever question any of our pricing. You know, and we're not, you know, we're outside DC. We pay a very high rent to be here. So we can't be that, I mean, we're pretty, I don't know, cheap's a hard word. We want it accessible. We are accessibly priced, I think.
Very good. Reasonably,
Yeah.
certainly.
Reasonably. And I think we compete well with people across the country too, because we ship across the country. And Key West.
Key West, Florida.
Yes,
Boy,
Key West.
She almost did a whole house. Did
I
she
think we
ship down?
did. And it was 19 pieces.
19 altogether?
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Yeah, 19 pieces we shipped to Key West because he said that exact thing. He went down there. They were buying a house. They were a few shops that upcycled furniture. And then he kind of was like, I don't know about this. And then he came to our store. I'm going to brag for a second. And it was like, he could see the quality. He could see that everything had so much attention to detail. Every underside, inside, drawers lined, you know. That he was like, this is willing. Now he was willing to pay to have it all wrapped and all shipped. But you know, it wasn't bad. I got a guy off UShip, and I met a guy. We had a few drinks. He had a truck, and we just drove to Key West. No, that's not how I got it done. That would have been interesting. My husband's not on tonight, so he's not gonna yell at me. No, I did meet a guy online, but he was with UShip.
Okay.
And I was actually at the theater. So we have this family tradition. We're not gonna be able to stand up because our legs are gonna be asleep. We have a family tradition where we drive to the beach at 5 in the morning because we're going to the Outer Banks and we want to miss all the traffic. So we drive at 5 in the morning, so we have no traffic all the way to the Outer Banks.
Okay.
Okay. We get over the bridge. Those of you who know, they go to Outer Banks. It's insane. But then we go to the movies until we can get into our space, because our house usually doesn't open until 3.
Oh, okay.
So we go have brunch all together. Anyway, the guy calls me from UShip 5 minutes before we're going in to see The Incredibles, and I worked the entire deal over the phone and got it all shipped to Key West. For you ready? 19 pieces on a truck to Key West. $700.
Oh my God.
That's nothing.
That's because you filled his truck. And
He happened to be in Virginia the day before and was like, I thought we were going to have to wait weeks to make a match. And he was like, hey, I'm in Virginia. I got room. And he came and I'm on the phone. I'm like, The Incredibles is about to start. And I got my popcorn and I'm on family vacation. And then I'm filling out the form and I put in the credit card and I called the client and he approved it. And this guy approved it. And luckily I had Jan, and bada boom. UShip, man.
wow.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
I think we're good here. I think we're done. You guys, so I'm gonna probably do the back. Do you guys want me to go live when I put the stencil on? Because I think I'm probably gonna do that this weekend. Do you think you'll come play with me?
If not tomorrow, most
Maybe
likely
Sunday?
Monday.
Okay,
Or
all right.
Sunday or Monday.
Sunday or Monday. The shipper shorted him. No, I don't think he did, Gene. It was all insured. It was $600 plus $100 of insurance. I don't think he shorted himself because he was already on his way south. I was an add-on. He didn't come up and then grab my stuff and go down. That's the thing with these guys. It's like a network, a web. That he was like, hey, I'm in Virginia. I can come up and pick up your stuff and then head down. And so he didn't have a full truck. So it was definitely a win-win. All right, so maybe Sunday. I'll let you guys know, and we'll come back on here and we'll do the stencil. The stencil's tricky. I am gonna need help with that.
Okay.
Because one of us has to hold it down.
Okay.
And then roll it on, and it's gonna be tricky with these bowed fronts. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Okay, especially over the little ridges.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky because I did the other one. What I did with the other one is I took out all the drawers and I laid them together and smushed them together.
Right.
And then separated them out on this. But this we're gonna have to maybe we can do that. We gotta think it over. We gotta go.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Oh, I keep hearing something. I was like, I think Jan left. That's your puppy. All right, you guys. Thank you for staying with us even tonight, even in vertical mode. I will keep trying to figure out why we can't go horizontally. Maybe it's trying to make us look skinny.
Ah, that would be nice.
Y'all have a safe weekend, please. Don't drink and drive. Drink and have someone else drive. If it's supposed to be rainy here, so just come see me. I'll be here. And then we're going to go to the Greenbelt Festival, unless it gets rained out. So that's my plan.
Okay.
And Bold and Brazen, we're going to start next week. I'm putting in a poll today. I know half you guys on there in my group. I'm going to put a poll in tomorrow. It's Agnes's idea. Anyway, we're the New Sue Revue, coming right at you with
Tanglewood
Sue, accidental Agnes too. We did it. We got this. Well, you got it. Okay. Good night, everybody. Mwah. We'll see you soon. Bye, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you for taking me in good fun in spirit. I love you. I love all your input, and I was just teasing you. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, everybody. Night-night.